Just spent 7 nights in Glacier National Park, about to head to Canada now. To get into Canada, you only have to fill out this Arrive Canada app set within 72 hours of crossing the border. You select your border, you put in your vaccination status, your passport. So we'll see how that goes when we cross the border today. But we're gonna go stay near Canmore, Canada, right outside of Banff National Park. And then we're going to head to Jasper National Park before heading back down. I think Yellowstone is now back open and we have some campsites there. So we'll hit that back up on the way down after exploring Canada for a couple weeks. Just filled up in Canada, 65 liters. And you gotta be careful here because the regular gas has a green handle, which is normally diesel in the United States. So I double checked just to make sure I wasn't putting the wrong gas in the car.
So there's not many free places to stay in Canada. They're pretty strict, but we happened to come upon this little minivan community. So we have never seen anything like this. Pretty interesting. Some people are playing guitars, some people drinking wine, sitting out. It's just an eclectic place.
In Canmore, Canada, we consider this the crown jewel of riverfront trails. We are hiking up to Lake Louise to do a hike separate from that, but we did not realize how crowded this area was going to be. And the buses you have to have reservations for. The next reservation was for 3 hours from now. So we're just going to walk about 2.5 miles to the lake instead of waiting for one of the buses. But if you're trying to get one of those, make sure you book it in advance.
just got done, or about to be done with the Beehive hike. Beautiful view at the top of Lake Louise. We were joking, you can see the chateau from the top about all of the money people must spend there. Some of the excursions, like packed lunch excursion. What was the one that they told us?
S'more experience.
Oh yeah, you could have a s'more experience with an attendant attending to your s'more fire. So not for us, but it is for a ton of people. Doing a hike where we started at a ski resort today. We find it weird that in Canada you're in the middle of a national park and some of it is ski areas, so a little different than the States, but they seem like good stewards of the land, so. He's got the hiccups. So we're in Banff still. It's our third night here. There's 600 campsites in the camping spot we're staying at. They have showers, free firewood, kitchen washing, water. So it's pretty luxurious. Here's Molly. Heading to Jasper tomorrow. So we've never been that far north in Canada. And excited to go see some more crystal blue lakes, mountains, valleys, water, bear. Oh my.
We are driving through Banff National Park on Highway 1 to get to Jasper, and they have these animal overpasses. They have fences on the side of the highway to keep the animals from crossing the road and getting hurt, but if the animals need to cross the road, they have these bridges with plants and trees over the road that the cars drive under so that the animals can get from side to side.
Good morning from Jasper National Park. We are in this huge campsite. So we are in loop 25 of 59 loops. So you can see how big this place is. There is 781 sites. The bathrooms have marble walls, showers. The bathrooms lock with an electronic push, so.
They were renovated in 2022.
2022.
This year.
Yeah. Lots of people charging their electronics in there, so we just love how luxurious it is living in a van. The world's most remote, luxurious hot spring.
Just finished up hanging out at the hot springs after the Sulphur Skyline hike, and we were driving out and saw a bear, a mama black bear and two of her little cubs crawling up the hill, and they were just hanging out right by the side of the road.
Canada! We saw some free flags and stickers at the check-in for our campsite tonight. And so, like the 10-year-olds we are, we said we want some. We're hiking the Valley of Five Lakes, and these lakes are so insanely blue that we were jealous of other people swimming, so we're gonna hike back to the parking lot, go get our swimsuits, and go for a little swim.
Uh-huh. So every campsite in
Canada has firewood included with your payment. So we're gonna go get some firewood, try to have a fire tonight. We are staying in the ice-filled parkway, which is just like a canyon, not canyon, a valley with mountains everywhere.
It is the 4th of July, and so we are sipping on some lemonade by the fire, and then we're gonna make a Frito pie dinner, and I'm gonna attempt an apple crumble in the Dutch oven for dessert.
It's so windy up here, but not down here. Not windy. We are packing up our things on our campsite in the ice-filled parkway, heading down to Yoho National Park next. It's about a 2-hour drive. It's amazing in this area. You can just drive an hour and be in a different national park. So overall on our Canadian tour, we're doing 5 national parks total just within the Colorado Rockies. Canadian Rockies. up this morning to a little bit of rain and doing our normal wheeler routine in the morning. Coffee for me and Molly, oatmeal for just me, and then she'll have some yogurt with some granola. That is the tightest turn I've ever done.
Wow.
Molly, what are you doing?
Cleaning the poop off of my backpack.
Molly's biggest fear just became reality. She had set her backpack down, and when she stood up, there was poop all over it, so she's trying to clean it off. You can't win every hike. Too much snow, turning around. Spirit's kind of low right now, but get through it and learn to read the trail reviews a little better in the future. So we're at the visitor center right now, and we found out where we went wrong on our trail today. We forget that when you're in some countries, they put day then month or month then day. And so we thought that the report on the board had not been updated since June 7th. But in fact, it was updated July 6th, which was yesterday. Would have saved us a lot of heartache on our hike today. Getting a good Canadian beard, good Canadian beer, and things are good in our campsite. It is the end of our time in Yoho National Park, heading to Kootenay National Park, just down the road. Gonna spend 2 nights there before heading to the north side of the Glacier National Park in Canada, which is called Waterton down here.
This is good. Try. I've been studying recipes on Pinterest the past couple days while we've had service and reading the labels of granola bars at the grocery store, and decided I could make my own with just random ingredients we had in the pantry, and I did it. And these are so delicious and way cheaper than a store-bought granola bar.
So Canada does not have Texas quality tortillas, so I decided to make my own.
had a hilarious encounter on the trail I just had to share. So we went to the Stanley Glacier hike in Kootenay, and about 5 minutes into the trail, we approached this family, 2 parents and a kid, like preteen kid, and they let us pass because we were moving a little faster. And 30 seconds later, after, you know, staring at our backs, the woman says, excuse me, what's that red tube in your bag? And Wes said, bear spray. And she said, oh, are there bears here? And we were like, oh yeah. We asked where they were from, and they were from New Jersey. And then we got to the parking lot. Not 10 seconds after getting into our car, we see a bear on the side of the road.
Stopping in town today to do some laundry, and we do not have any coins to dry our clothes. So I'm gonna go find a bank to get some money, and then they only accept coins. So I'm gonna go to a grocery store to exchange that money for loonies and toonies, which is called what they call their $1 and $2 coins here in Canada. So we just drove 20 miles down this sketchy dirt road to check out some hot springs that somebody at a previous campsite told us about. So we really know nothing about what we're getting into, but they said it was cool, so I'm here to check it out. Just got done camping in the middle of the woods, and we are headed to our last national park in Canada. I guess for now we're gonna head to Victoria Island later, but we're going to Waterton National Park for 3 nights. Waterton National Park for 3 nights, and that's just the north side of Glacier, which is the United States National Park. We just got to Waterton. It's our sunniest day in Canada yet. Really no clouds in the sky. We're gonna go do an easy hike, stretch out our legs after a 4.5-hour drive, and then go check out town. It's really cool. You're in a campsite within like 1/10 of a mile, or should I say like half a K to town. Get some drinks, get our ferry ticket for a really cool hike that we're planning to do tomorrow. We just got off the ferry. We're doing the Crip Lake hike today. According to National Geographic, it's one of the top 20 most thrilling hikes, day hikes in the world. So you take the ferry to cut off like 10 miles of the hike. It's kind of interesting. There's like 60 people on the ferry, so you all start hiking at the same time. Super crowded, but we found a good spot and pace for ourselves, and we're making our way up. Just had our first, I guess my first bear encounter on the trail. It heard us, just minded its own business, and really didn't feel worried at any point. are currently standing in 2 different countries. Molly's in the United States and I am in Canada. We hiked all the way to the 49th parallel, also known as the border between Canada and the United States. And so it's pretty cool. And now I'll come to USA, Canada. We didn't bring our passports. Just finished up our hike, having a beer and getting some poutine. We hear that's something you're supposed to get when you're in Canada. So I've been to Patagonia, I've been to New Zealand, and Canadian Rockies I think are one of the top spots I've ever been to in my life. If you're from the States, I highly recommend getting out here. We really hope you enjoyed this video. A lot of effort went into making this, so really like it if you could like, subscribe. We want to share our journey with as many people as possible, and normally when I'm editing these I'm drinking a 6-pack of beer, so if you want to support us financially, it'll go towards my video editing beers. Well, I'll put the Venmo in a comment right here. Hopefully my finger lines up where it's supposed to be. Until heading to Yellowstone next, so until Yellowstone, we'll see you in a few weeks.